We're cooking up a storm, and look who is here for a visitor, Jaime Baker. What are you doing here in the Cooking Up a Storm kitchen?
I'm so excited to be here, Jeff. I feel like you and I always bond over cooking different things. We're always posting pictures of the food we make.
You post a lot of videos of cooking, so you have a passion for cooking too.
I do. I love cooking. I like being able to control what's in my food as opposed to any like hidden stuff. So I love cooking, and it also, at the end of the day, it saves us so much money to just have that stuff at home.
Yeah, especially the price of everything going up. And you have the hearts on, so we're talking about some heart-healthy meals here today, right?
Yes, absolutely. We're going to be talking about some stuff that's good for your heart, good for your blood pressure, and good for your cholesterol, which overall is going to help your heart tick a lot longer. So,
well, why do you have a passion for heart health, especially women's heart health?
Well, when you look at the numbers, it's really crazy. 1 in every 3 women's death is attributed to heart disease. It's the #1 killer of women, more than all cancers combined. And I know everybody has been affected by cancer. And so there are ways that there are certain things that you can't affect, like your gender or your race, but a healthy lifestyle, getting your steps in, eating foods that are good for your heart, that's something we can't affect. So I think that's really important to make sure that, you're putting the right stuff in your body to make sure you can live as long as you possibly can. Okay,
great. So, and of course, when you're making your own food and making recipes, then you know what's going in it versus if you buy it out somewhere. So what are we making today?
We're making a Mediterranean frittata, but we're going to put it into muffin pans so that people could grab and go. If you have a busy morning and you want to eat something real fast before you go out, you pop it in the microwave for a few minutes. Super easy, healthy, full of protein, fiber, and stuff that is good for the good cholesterol, not the bad cholesterol. So it's a great start to the day.
What do we have here? We got some veggies?
Yes, so we start with the veggies. I went with a small zucchini, about 4 ounces of chopped up broccoli, some green onions. You can add white onions if you like that as well. I'm not a huge white onion fan. And then also a red pepper. Now, Jeff, you said, I hate chopping peppers. It's just not, it's time consuming, it's frustrating, but you have a trick.
A little trick, because a lot of people, I used to do this, cut the top off, and then here's a little trick. You can do either way. You cut down the sides like that. So you just go around and see how the core and the seeds are staying in the middle. And then you just have that I just realized I need to sharpen this knife. It's not very sharp. But so then you have that, and then you can just, from there, you can chop it up, and then all you have left is this core, and then I can toss the core in the garbage.
So what we're going to do, we put a sheet pan in the oven before we got started at about 450 degrees, just to heat the pan up. So while that is heating up, we're just going to take all these veggies, just kind of put them in a bowl, let them mix together, and then we're going to coat them with a little bit of olive oil. Now, the recipe is usually about, 2 to 3 tablespoons. I'm kind of more of a measure with heart kind of girl, but this is about 2 tablespoons. Just kind of put it like that. Very simple.
And olive oil is good for your heart.
Yes. So that's extra virgin olive oil. You could also use something like an avocado oil, something that is a little lower in calories. But these are good oils as long as you use them in small portions.
Yeah, it's better than like trans fat, like a butter or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So then this is what I am most excited about, Jeff. You have the very fancy salt and pepper.
And yes, you
oh my gosh,
and then
Jeff,
they come out,
so cool.
And then they stop soon as you, That's it. They grind them themselves.
I'm just going to use my hands to mix these.
Yeah, we don't have one of those.
Like that fancy lady.
I have seen for pots. You know how you have to stir pots? Like they have like an automatic stir, like it's a robotic one that you put on the edge, and he just sort of goes around and stirs.
I'm like immediately
if you're
going to be
lazy,
online shopping for those here in a second. So
you're gonna probably wash your hands. While you do that, why don't I get out I'll get out the pan. And so this pan's gonna be hot, so I gotta get my red gloves on here. It is hot, hot, hot. And then what we are going to do is put this. Now, if I didn't have granite, you don't want to do that at home, right?
Yes.
But watch, that's hot, so don't touch that.
Get that nice little
sizzle. Sizzle.
So you want to make sure these are kind of all like this. So basically what we're looking to do is just get these roasted.
Okay.
So at the 450 we're at, we're probably going to stick that in for about 10 minutes just so they get a little charred.
Okay. Go in there, guys. We'll see you 10 minutes later. Get a nice suntan.
So we've put the veggies, they're finishing up roasting at around 450 degrees. So we're gonna get the actual egg part together.
Ooh, we're getting tan.
I was gonna say, they smell good too. So we're gonna do 8 eggs. We already did 4 of them, but so eggs are something that, you know, they've gotten, I feel like people give them a bad rap.
Especially like cholesterol, if I could say that word, cholesterol. Cholesterol.
Yes.
People think eggs are bad for you, you know, but the egg whites only.
Yes, so you can do the full egg, and the proof is that, you know, as long as you're not eating a full rack of eggs in one sitting, you're solid. And so we are going to make these into kind of frittata muffins, which very easily portions it out for you. So we're going with the 8 eggs to start with.
And if you wanted to, you probably could make them egg white, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's lots of ways. You know, Jeff, I know you love meat.
Yeah.
So this is something that you can definitely make with like a bacon or a sausage, as long as you aren't using an absurd amount.
Yeah,
Everything can be done in moderation.
Moderation,
So
exactly.
we didn't add any meat into this, but that's okay. Like we don't, you know, you can add meat into
And then
it.
if you're really looking out, you could do like a plant-based.
Exactly, exactly. If you're somebody who likes those plant-based, the tofu, the bean-based type things, that's totally fine. So we get the eggs kind of moving around a little bit, and then so we can add, this is optional.
Okay.
You can do a teaspoon of baking soda. The thing with this is baking powder, excuse me. The thing with the baking powder is that it just adds to the fluff. Okay. So if you're somebody who likes it a little bit fluffier, fluffy, this helps with that.
I was always told too, like if you mix it up really well, then it makes it fluffier. Almost, you could even put them in like a blender if you really want it fluffy.
Yes, exactly. So you kind of start with that. And then we are going to add in a 1/4 cup of whole milk. Now, again, if you're somebody who prefers skim milk, something like that, this also, it adds to the taste, but it also adds to the fluffiness. So we have the 1/4 cup of milk. I'm just going to keep mixing as we go so we get everything kind of incorporated together here.
Do you want me to get out the veggies?
Yes, yes. So we'll pull the veggies. We can smell those getting done.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, these aren't charred. You could definitely, you smell them. There's some little edges there are charred, but if you want it more charred, just leave them in a little longer, right?
Exactly. So as we finish kind of mixing up these eggs, man, these eggs are putting up a good fight against this whisk. So
what's this? This is the stinky stuff. Every time I walk by, I get a whiff of it. It's like, whiff.
Oh, it's the feta cheese, which is like, in my opinion,
the best cheese.
Top 3 cheese. I'd say top 3 cheese.
See, my wife would agree. She loves the feta cheese. So very Greek, the feta. So this is going with our
and that theme. Like Mediterranean type diet is
the best.
People say one of the best when it comes to weight loss, heart health, things like that. So that's kind of why I went with this one. So you just mix that cheese in with the eggs.
They eat a lot of fish, speaking of meat.
Yes. So I wouldn't necessarily, I don't know, I don't eat fish.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know what would taste the best, but so we're adding in some parsley, a pretty decent amount of parsley.
Could do a little shrimp in there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
A little crab.
Maybe crab
little
meat.
White lump crab. Really want to, spice it up a little bit.
Yeah. So this is, again, kind of measuring with your heart. We've got thyme as well. Jeff, do we have time when you think about it?
Yeah, it's a little after 1.
It's time. It's time for us to be eating. All these smells smell so good. And then I'm going to, just because I can,
more salt and pepper.
Use these guys again. Look at that. This is so cool. I need these. And what we're going to do next is just add the veggies to this mixture.
So this goes in here, right? Now we don't have to worry about this because this is pretty hot. It has cooled a little bit, cooking the eggs a little, huh? We'll see. Hopefully I don't splash you.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, the Mediterranean I think is pretty. That is the best, and they use a lot of olive oil and a lot of vegetables. Little lip here. They were just holding everything from going in the. Come on, don't you want to join your friends?
Go to your home.
Yeah, go to your home. Come on.
You're going to be so delicious when we finish with you.
We don't leave any vegetable left behind here.
No, and you want to get all that good stuff.
Yes.
I always feel like it's the little bits that taste the best. You know what I mean? They add the most. So look at that. You just kind of mix it in. Look at that. You got your eggs.
Looks
you got
pretty
your veggies,
too. Nice color.
You got cheese. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to hand this off to you just so I don't sit it on your...
Now we're just going to pour it right in, right?
Pour it right in. So we did spray this so you don't get it stuck because you know eggs, that can be rough. We're taking about a 1/4 cup and just...
Do you want me to hold this for you
while you... Yeah, that would be great.
While you pour in?
But so this is something, I mean, if you want to garnish this, if you're a big fan of like the green onion, you can always garnish
chive.
it with some,
A little chive would go well there too.
Or if you really love your cheeses, you can put some extra feta on top. You could probably add some cheddar, things like that. But like we mentioned, I think the thing that's the best about this is that this is something that stores in the refrigerator easily.
Yeah.
So if you have one of those absolutely insane mornings where you're running around and your kids are driving you crazy and your dog has to go to the bathroom 100 times, you know, like this is something you can just pop in the microwave.
And you could freeze it too, you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And so, I mean, this could be something that you can eat. This could be something that your family eats. And
I'm going to turn around on you. How
Oh,
about
perfect.
that?
Yes.
I mean, it's a lot better than going through like a fast food and, you know, something that...
You know, I love cereal, but cereal's got a lot of extra hidden sugars and just stuff like that. You're kind of
And the egg's going to give you like the protein. It gives you that energy to get you through the day versus something. That sugar in a cereal, you eat that and like,
You're
I don't know about
crashing
you,
at
but
10
like,
a.m.
like 2 hours later, I'm like starving for food.
And then all we're going to do, we set the oven during this down to 400 after we pulled the vegetables out.
Okay.
So we're just going to stick it in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Then we can pop it out and breakfast, or if you want to eat these for lunch, can be served.
Brunch. This would be a great brunch too.
Oh, yeah.
See you guys 8-10 minutes. Do your job.
All right, so these have actually been in the oven for about 17 minutes. Now, if you're making an actual frittata and it's a little bit less thick, it goes for less time. But since these are muffins in the muffin tin, we ended up going a little bit longer so that they were cooked all the way through.
They look delicious.
They do look delicious.
They smell delicious too.
See if we can pull them out correctly.
That's going to be the tough part. You may need one of these guys.
Yeah.
So how long was that in for again? What, 17 minutes?
About 17 minutes.
17 minutes. And they're ready to roll. And then from here, you can freeze them if you want.
I'm going to use the little bit of the bottom did stick in there. That's why we need a little bit more spray. And then we can pop this guy out. Stuck on there too. There we go.
Now I made these to little I don't know, what do you want to call this? What do they call this?
Garnish.
Little garnish, yeah. So you have some strawberries, and they're like little hearts. They look like little hearts. At least my best attempt at making little hearts. So you could have little fruit with your breakfast.
Nice.
So since it's a heart healthy dish. So should we give them a try?
Yeah.
I'll take this one.
Wait, do we cheers the forks? Like, how do we?
I don't know. We don't. Yeah, we could do the cheers the forks.
There we go. Here's to a heart healthy.
Heart healthy.
Easy to make lunch.
Brunch, breakfast. Here's the burning my tongue.
Yeah. I should blown.
This is a tradition here. I think everyone has to burn their tongue.
It's delicious, but I would definitely let that go.
Yeah, you get a little bit of feta in there. Another something else would be good in here too is spinach.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Spinach would be really good in here.
That can be easy to throw in too.
Yeah.
And then, as we mentioned, you can garnish with the the green onions, with the feta. If you want a little bit of cheddar cheese, anything really works there.
Well, this has been fun, Jamie. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me
Thank you for
here.
Stopping by, and you need to come by again because you have so many recipes.
We'll do desserts next time.
Desserts? Okay.
That's my specialty.
As long as they're heart healthy.
Yes, exactly.
From the Cooking Up the Storm kitchen, we're cooking up a storm.